Hey everyone, welcome into a bonus episode of the Locked On Leafs podcast. It's going to be a little different on this one. It's an extra episode. We will be having our regular Thursday episode as well, in addition to this. But the Locked On Leafs Fantasy Hockey League is going to be drafting tonight, and Dave and I thought it'd be really fun for us to kind of let's live stream the draft, kind of the draft process, get into the war room of the defending champions. And that's what we were in last year's league. We were the defending champs, and we're hoping to do the exact same thing again this year. We're just a couple of minutes away from the draft starting up. So I guess before we get into it, Dave, why don't you explain the league settings, teams, what the league settings are, and then we can start to kind of think about what our draft strategy might be.
Yeah, so I think the big part here is, there's so many different formats you can do for fantasy hockey. Our league does not do matchups. Like, sometimes each week you match up against someone. We're just based on total points for the year, right?
Yeah.
So certain categories you need to win in order for your team to score more points. And that's how we won last year. So we had more points in certain categories, and that put us up, at the top. So the stat categories that we've got, this was set up by Canadian Ranger, by the way. He's the mastermind behind all this.
Shout out Canadian Ranger.
So you have goals. These are the forward defenseman categories: goals, assists, plus minus, power play points, shorthanded points, shots on goal, faceoffs won, hits. Pretty standard.
Cats.
I think the only one I hadn't really done was face-off wins and plus minus. A lot of leagues don't tend to include those, depending on which ones you're in.
Yeah, the plus minus one doesn't get a lot of love, I guess. Face-off wins is good, and I'll tell you a strategy, and we can maybe look to it. But a good strategy to have is like I don't know, like a winger who takes face-off, so like someone who has dual eligibility and gets those face-off wins, but also could be used as a winger. Like in the past, Elias Pettersson has been a really strong case for that because, he takes face-offs, but he also had wing eligibility. So you could get those face-off categories in place somewhere where you can get your wing.
So this is a rotisserie league, by the way, for anyone. A rotisserie scoring, which means like whoever leads in those categories will get points. That's how it works.
Yes.
Just before we forget, the goalie categories are wins, goals against average, save percentage, and shutouts.
Okay, so not saves. Okay, so just the regular. So there's like double the amount of player categories. So I don't know, Dave. That kind of makes me lean towards focusing more so on making sure we get the players.
Yeah.
Not that we should punt on goalie, but if there's only 4 goalie statistics and a couple of them, are averages, I guess you could say. Might want to go for the other categories a little more aggressively. Gives you more opportunity.
Last year, I hammered players that were dual eligible.
Yeah.
Like JT Miller was a right winger and a center.
And he gets you all those. Gets you all of those
everything.
Categories. He's a beast.
Elias, Pettersson was a left winger, but he also plays center.
Yeah.
Matt Duchene. Guys like that. Those were like our, you look and say, oh, those guys. I'm like, no, those guys are extremely valuable in a league like this. Oh, guess what?
Oh,
we are approaching draft time, so let's get the window open here.
We're in the final 5 seconds of the draft. We have the number 1 overall pick, the champs. We're granted with the top pick in the draft. I don't think this one's going to take a lot of convincing here, Dave. But I say we should probably go with this Connor McDavid fella.
What, not Justin Hall? We're confirming, not Justin Hall, right?
Didn't we take Justin Hall with our last pick?
We did not take Justin Hall, but somebody did take Justin Hall last year.
Good joke. Yeah, we are going to make the quick selection of getting Connor McDavid, the best player in the NHL. Nathan MacKinnon goes at number 2. To Canadian Ranger goes Nate MacKinnon over Austin Matthews. Wow. Austin Matthews.
Well, talk about Austin Matthews. Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I think that's Britt in our Discord. She has taken Austin Matthews. All right. The next off on the board is Nikita Kucherov. This is going. People know what they want. This is good.
Good. Because after this, I got to eat dinner. So the quicker this goes, the quicker I can eat.
We have Leon Draisaitl going 5th. We have Kyle McCarr,
Oh,
who went
geez.
6th.
So we got a long ways to wait too. That's the problem when when you get into when you're in a snake draft like that. Yeah, we get the number 1 pick, but then we don't pick again until pick
But
18.
we do get 2 in a row when we do get to our
We do.
turn.
Well, let's start to kind of look ahead and see
Yeah.
what's around when, we're scheduled to pick, I suppose, in that 18.
So, are you one of those guys, Mike, that does the average draft position when you're doing like the sorting, or you go with position ranks? How do you do it more?
Early in the draft, I definitely go by ADP because I think that's where it's like, okay, these are the guys who we should be looking at.
Mhm.
Definitely
So,
not position rank. I've never once clicked on position rank.
yeah,
Maybe
I think those
later
are
in the
so
draft, but
flawed. Those are usually so flawed that I don't go with
yeah,
those. So
yeah.
Matthew Kachuk got drafted. David
Number 8,
Pasternak is off the
interesting.
board. Kachuk, I think, was our first pick last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Ranton at
So
9th. That's a good pick there. Ranton at number 9, by the way, really
yeah,
good
that's
pick.
he's a guy that's has sneaky fantasy value, which
Yeah.
for a guy that goes in the top 10, it's not that it's pretty funny to say that. So Panarin is off the board. Hopefully that injury he got isn't as
Mm,
bad, because that's,
yeah.
you
So
know,
I'm hoping so round 2 is now underway.
yeah.
We've rounded into round 2. So I'm hoping we can get one of these 2 players that we're looking at on the screen, either Brady Tkachuk or JT Miller.
Well,
Hopefully.
Evan Bouchard just got selected, so
Ooh,
we might see. And this is
that
something that happens. A
Evan
defenseman get
Bouchard?
yep.
That's an early pick, especially so hold on, were power play points part of, the scoring system? I don't remember
Power play
specific.
points are, yes.
Okay, alright.
I can kind of see it, but there are
No,
defensemen that do, like a Quinn
very early.
Hughes.
Yeah, like
Quinn
the
Hughes was on the board.
Bouchard going at a Quinn Hughes, that's wild. Who took
Rowan Yossi, John Paul was the. I don't know what his team name, his Discord
JP?
name is. JP. Oh, sorry, yeah, JP.
JP.
JP took Evan Bouchard over Rowan Yossi and Quinn Hughes.
JP, if you're watching this, I would love to know in the comment section below what possessed you to go Evan Bouchard over Quinn Hughes. I gotta know. I gotta be honest. Bill Nye, William Nylander goes 12th overall in our fantasy league draft. Granted, there's a lot of Maple Leaf fans. I'm assuming
Granted,
everybody here is Maple Leaf fans. It is from the Locked On Leafs Discord channel, so a lot of these guys are. But that seems a tad high for our
so,
guy Bill
so
Nye.
just to give everyone a thing here, like I wrote it, and I wrote in the show notes, like, which Leafs are you taking? Nylander. It's funny, we had that conversation about Nylander versus Marner,
Yeah.
and most of the drafts, Marner got taken way late.
Yeah, I mean, Marner's not going to get you a lot of those peripherals, right? Like he's not going to get your face-off wins. He's not going to get you hits. He's not going to get you shots on goal. So it would make
JT
sense.
Miller is off the board. We have
Oh,
2 picks until us. JT Miller and Jack Hughes. Kirill Kaprizov has also been picked up.
yeah.
So we've got
So
Brady Tkachuk.
we're hoping Brady at this point, I think.
Quinn Hughes is off the board. That's a good pick by Gilmore Girls.
That was going to be the next player I was looking at, to be honest.
All right. We are up. I guess we're taking Brady.
We got him, man. Like, look at those categories. Look at those stats. Are these projections or last year? These are
So
projections.
the top is projection. The bottom one's is the total. So 37 goals,
Look what we did last year.
almost 300 hits.
350 shots, almost
Yeah.
300 hits. He could potentially. I mean, he won 200 faceoffs last year. He could slide in the middle.
And he plays.
I think that's a really good pick.
He's a dual position. Who are we taking here now? We've got.
Oh, jeez, I forgot that we got back to back.
Do we go?
How many goalies do we have, by the way? Is it 1 or 2 goalies that we have?
We have to pick 2 goalies. So do we go goalie? Do we go?
I really would have liked to double up Tkachuk and Hughes in this part, but Hughes went right before us. I don't know, where's your head at?
If we want a defenseman, I like Rasmus Dahlin.
I don't know if we need to go D-man so quick.
If we're taking goalie, it's either got to be Hellebuck or Shesterkin. So who do you like?
Do we want to go goalie so quick?
We have to make a decision. Or we go Pettersson.
Pedersen. Give us
Right.
Pedersen because he'll get us face-off wins. Dual eligible, I believe, right?
Yes, he is a center and he is a left winger.
Yes. So that works for what we were looking to do. Shesty goes next.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's us.
Nope. That is
Oh,
Canadian Ranger who took
yeah, my
Shesterkin.
bad. God.
I did not. Oh, we have Mitch Marner off the board. I feel like Gilmore Girls has now got like 2 or 3 top Leafs. Canadian Ranger just went boo.
It's like, is Canadian Ranger even a Leaf fan? Continues to
He's not a Marner fan or a
no,
Nylander fan. So
no, apparently not.
he is that type of Leaf fan. If you catch my drift, but we love him. He keeps. UC Saros is off the board. Sid the Kid off the board.
Is there a goalie that you like are eyeballing? Like, let's take a look at the goaltenders. Because
let's take Jeremy Swayman. He's totally going to play this year.
Yeah, no, let's not take Jeremy Swayman. But I do think that there's some good value. Like, even if we wait, like I'm not saying we punt, but if we wait a little bit to go goalie, like
Want
I
to
don't
throw
think
some in the queue?
we'll keep going because I think like Hellebuck, Ottinger, Swayman, Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky, like I'm still good on all of those players. Stuart Skinner, I think we win a lot. Georgiev, Markstrom, I put ahead of Georgiev. I think that's like at least one of those players who are there available now. I think we need to get one of those guys. That would be my preference.
We have 11 picks until we have 2 straight. So we have to think about.
We don't even have to make that pick like with our next selection. I'm just saying, like one of those players will be suffice. Like if we could wait until another, round to get like a Markstrom potentially, like I think that would be a good.
I don't like. We didn't.
Pick.
I did not pick a goalie early last year. And we got Demko. I think was our top goalie, Markstrom, and we picked up a couple of guys along the way. Right. It's when it's a smaller team league like ours.
Bedsy off the board at 25. Connor Bedard, 25th overall.
Sam Reinhart is also gone.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Who are we thinking for D-man? Because I feel like that is something. There are always a lot of D-man, but it's the D-man that can do
all of it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I doubt he's going to be there, we don't pick for another 10. But if for some reason Dahlin's still on the board, that's the obvious pick, I believe.
I will put him in the queue just in case.
Victor Hedman would be an interesting player, I would think.
Noah Dobson, I'm a big fan because of his offense, and he doesn't get the hits, but he does provide all the offense, especially on the power play for a defenseman.
You a Dougie guy? You think
when he is healthy, I am a Dougie guy.
Could he have a comeback? Ooh, Zach Hyman off the board, 26th overall. It's actually a good pick.
It is a good pick.
In my other draft, I took Hyman pretty high as well.
I would have picked Philip Forsberg. That is actually a really good pick at 27th because Forsberg now he's going to lose a bit of the offensive production with Stamkos in.
Yeah,
right. But
shots and goals. I wonder if we see a little bit lower.
He was so good last year. I was a big fan of his last year, but that's also no Stamkos. Braden Point. We had Braden Point on our team last year. Pretty good player.
Always a solid player.
Especially for face-offs, he's really good with that.
Go look at McAvoy's stats. McAvoy last year, like he's an interesting player. McAvoy's an interesting player.
He doesn't go and throw the body as much.
148 hits is a hell of a lot more than what these other guys are.
True.
Mo Seider. Go look at Mo Seider actually.
You know what? I was about to say I'm a huge Seider guy because last year 211 hits. He had over 40 points, 17 power play points, shots on goal.
Was it a down year? Like I think he could actually be a lot better than that.
New contract.
Yeah, I like Mo Seider. I do like Mo Seider as a possibility.
Another guy I like, Mackenzie Weegar. 20 goals last year. No, I don't think he's going to get 20 this year. Yeah. But I think opportunity, unless Tyson Barrie if he makes the team and takes some of the power play opportunities. But
I just don't know how much offense that team's going to supply,
Yeah, that's true. But he does fill the other categories, which is nice. He almost had 200 hits.
Let's take a look at right wing because we don't have any right wingers. Like we got a couple center left wing possibilities. So let's take a look at right wing, just in case there's
So this
somebody
year,
who
Tage Thompson is the dual center right winger.
Mm,
Do we like a Tage bounce back year? Which is fine. He had 37 goals last year. We have Jacob Markstrom off the board.
wow.
Lewis
Wow.
Blue took.
Early.
That's early for Now my only concern sometimes when one goalie goes off,
Yeah, they
Steven
do
Stamkos
typically.
31st. Vasilevsky here.
Here comes the
Um,
run.
we need to stick to our strategy though. The last thing you want to do though is panic
Yeah.
when goalies go, because that's two
Well,
goalies. There are
I'm
enough goalies to go around.
I'm not saying we don't have to go goalie here. I'm
We have
just saying we do need to make sure that we get one of the guys we want.
so
So
we want Darlene, or do we want?
yeah, we could. Well, take a second. Go to the goalies first,
Yep.
so we don't waste
We have
time.
Bobrovsky, Skinner, Sorokin, who was back on the ice today. Olmark, Hill, Joey Wall.
Go back up to the top. Like you're past where we want to stay. Are we probably Bobrovsky or Stewie Skinner? I would think.
Yeah, one of those two.
You want to go Bob's?
I think Bob's. I like Florida a bit more.
Just more stable, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Bob's.
All right. Now with our second pick.
Bob's. Let's go Darlene. Darlene with the next.
All right.
pick.
Bob's and Darlene. All right. Now we got to
We're rounding out. We're rounding out. I like
because
it.
we do have to now defenseman. We have to get 6 D-men.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
something always.
It's a deep draft. Like we're putting together a full roster, right?
Yep.
Like we're putting together a 20-man roster. Plus, there's obviously going to be a bunch of guys on top.
Yeah.
Bench spots. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's a 26 round draft. This is going to take a while.
Yeah.
26 rounds. It's not.
This is why we didn't include this in our normal episode. I said, Mike, this might take a little time. So
this is the bonus episode for those who are interested, those absolute fantasy freaks and fantasy hounds, and those who are also in the draft, to hear us chirp them about their way too early selections. Like, I love Willie as much as the next guy, but 12th overall seems a bit.
So we have JP is saying, sorry about the auto draft there. I'm not sure what happened. What pick did he take?
Oh,
was that the Bouchard pick? Was an auto draft? I don't know. He must have had him in his queue.
Honestly, maybe, which would be hilarious because we ripped him apart for it. So, is he listening?
No, he is. Yeah, no, he's putting it in the Discord. I'm gonna say which pick was this, so I can get it. Just so I mean, he does not need to apologize to us. It's his team. Although there are times where I have been screwed by the auto draft. We have another Leaf off the board. It is John Tavares at 41st.
Who took him?
That was very nice. That's the team name. I don't know if that was a very nice pick, though. There are guys I would pick over Tavares in this form. Oh, Tavares.
Well, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you goals, power play points, plus minus.
He gets the face-offs. He gets decent amount of hits and shots on goal. He does fill the other categories if he's not. In
a categories league, Tavares is not a bad pick. Not a bad pick here.
The run of goalies also continued in that. Stuart Skinner's off the board, Jeremy Swayman's off the board. So Dream Team is very much confident that Swayman's going to be coming back sooner rather than later.
The Dream Team's going to have to reach back in and grab themselves a Korpisalo a little later in the draft, I would think.
But Jason Robertson is off the board, by the way.
Time out. John Tavares was only a +2, and I know plus minus is kind of a mess stat. I don't necessarily put a lot of credence into it, but he was only a +2 last year.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know.
Ugh. Not great. Ugh.
Not great for So if we're thinking of the dual winger positions, the options we got Svechnikov.
It doesn't have to be dual, by the way. It doesn't have to be.
I know. I like the dual, but yeah. Wyatt Johnson. I do like a Wyatt Johnson. 32 goals last year. Good on the face-offs. Mm-hmm. He hasn't put as many hits, but never mind. Wyatt Johnson's gone.
And Wyatt Johnson's off the board.
Spoke it into existence.
Yeah. Tage isn't bad. I will say
Ta-
that. Tage
Tage
is
is pretty
not
good.
a
I'm
bad
gonna throw him
pick.
in the queue just in
It's
case.
like you're gonna get goals, you're gonna get power play points, shots,
Face off.
face-offs. Hits a little bit. Could throw the weight around a little more now that Lindy Ruff is there though. So you never know.
I like Seth Jarvis for that reason. Yeah, he's
Mm,
not an elite offensive player, but he does the other positions.
mm.
He
They
does
haven't
hit
projected at 37 goals, eh? That seems a bit high, no?
a little bit, but with Gensel not there, I'm sure they're gonna
Like
have to
Gensel
use.
Gensel wasn't there for 3/4 of the year last year.
I know, but I think they're realizing that he's gonna have to do a little more
Well,
to
they
pick up
paid
the
him.
slack.
They definitely paid him.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know, go more towards the top here. Like, I'd imagine we're gonna be picking guys close to the top. Jesper Bratt, Timo Meyer's a nice player. He had a down year, but, like,
yeah.
I could see him having a nice little rebound.
Him with Sheldon Keefe. Sheldon Keefe, I think, is gonna like Timo Meyer. What he does.
Yeah, so do I, and, like, where's he like, is he on the first unit power play? It's another thing too you gotta kinda look at. I'm gonna look that
This
up.
is a good thing. Mike can go and look at that stuff while I keep an eye on the draft.
Yeah, so
We have
I'll
an
check out Daily Faceoff if you guys aren't familiar with that website. I think it's a terrific website, obviously, when it comes to taking a look at lines and line combinations. Timo Meyer currently skating on a line with Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt, and he is on the first unit power play. So in a league that has power play points, and for a guy who's a big body, shoots a lot, I like Timo Meyer. I really, really like Timo Meyer.
So JP was just apologizing for taking off the clock for that pick, but it was the Hyman pick he was apologizing for. But
Oh, you gotta apologize. Hyman's a beast.
hey, man, we used up almost all of our clock for one of our picks, but we were also talking. Sorokin off the board, by the way. Gensel off the board.
Go back to what overall. Who are the best players available? Don't sort by position, just overall.
We still got Hedman on the board.
Mm,
Tage is on the board.
don't
Sebastian
hate.
Aho.
Oh,
Victor
Hedman
Hedman
off.
is now off the board. I kind of like Mo Sider, but he's not as high on this list. That's the other thing. We got Ovi. We have Josh Morrissey. He puts up a lot of offense, but he's more of a blocks than a hit guy. If blocks were in this league, I would be taking Josh Morrissey for sure. I don't hate Josh Morrissey, but I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could leave it.
I'd rather have Sider.
I would rather have Sider too in
Yeah.
this league. I would also probably rather. No, Hedman's gone, so that's not an option. But yeah, I'd rather Sider as well.
Carter Verhaeghe is up there.
Eh,
We got Vinny
McAvoy.
Trocheck, who is a boy.
McAvoy's still up there too.
Yeah, he is still up there. If I had a choice between McAvoy and Sider, I'd probably lean Sider still because I think he does the other categories of like hits and gonna get a fair amount of goals. I think. Canadian Ranger did not like the injury, did not have like the bar. Well, one of these picks, there's Aho, Barkov, and Kempe just went off the board. So that means, we are next. Where are we thinking with our pick?
Could go. Who's still available? Go to the top.
Mechnikov, Thompson, Morrissey, Ovi, Heiskanen.
Trocheck is a nice little pick up there.
Vinny Trocheck was someone I thought about, but he is gone.
Because we're gonna need 6D, I think we could go like Tage and Mo.
Tage and Mo? Okay.
Yeah, and then hope that Sider can fall to us in our next pick.
We'll take Tage, and we'll take Sider next.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. So we now, just to give an update on our board, we have 2 of 6 defensemen picked. Technically, we've picked all of our centers, but a lot of these guys can also shift over to a different position.
Yeah.
So we do have a right winger in Tage Thompson, and we have Darlene Sider, and we do have our goalie in Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky.
I'm gonna just take another look at the goaltender, just to see what the shape that is in. I would not be picking. By the way, Fancy Vice, do not pick Georgiev because I do think that they're going to give that other
A
goalie
Noonan.
bit of.
A
Yeah,
Noonan. Yeah.
not just because of. I mean, Georgiev's he played a lot, but he was just not very good last year.
Yeah, I agree. We got 298 goals against and 902 save percentage.
That is his projected stats. He had an 897 last year and a 302.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Even worse.
So if I were you, stay away. Aiden Hill, I think he's going to lose some starts to Sammy this year. So you got to watch for those tandem goalies. We had a former Josh Morrissey is off the board. Sveshnikov is off the board. Canadian Ranger is also a huge Barry man. He is a big Barry Colts guy. So he loves any former Barry.
So Thatcher Demko, where are you at?
He is right here.
No, I know.
Oh, where am I at? I think
like the injury does that scare you?
Not a whole lot, just because I think they're just trying to guard against it and they're going to give him time. And I think he's going to figure out a way to play because they need him in order to be successful this year.
How far do you think he gets?
I think people are spooked enough that we can probably wait, but I'll put him in the queue just in case.
I would put Demko. I'd be interested in an Allmark. I think that Allmark's going to have a decent season in Ottawa. Joseph Wall, we're big Wall fans, man. Like I feel good to Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Yeah, he was on our team last year.
Yeah, Jordan Binnington is a nice player.
Connor,
so if we could get one of those players, probably as like our goalie number 2, I think we're in a great spot.
Yeah. So let's see now. Best available. Matthew Nyes off the board at 61. It's a little high, guys. A little high. I like Matthew Nyes, but like
only in the lockdown.
I did my Sportsnet draft on Monday, and he was my last pick in that draft.
Yeah, only on the Lockdown Leafs podcast fantasy draft.
Like I'm taking Timo Meyer, guys. I'm taking Timo Meyer over Matthew Nyes. I'm gonna go with the guy who's proven he can score 30.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right, like that's the way I see it. Dougie Hamilton, I'll put him in the queue.
Didn't he score 40 a couple years ago?
Yes, he did.
Timo.
Mistakes were made. Joel Eriksson Ek. I don't hate this pick.
Oh, that's a great pick, especially in a categories league. Like a great pick.
Yeah, Timmy Stutz off the board. We heard that Timmy Stutz isn't too bad. The injury's not that bad, so I'll throw McAvoy in the queue as well.
Shout out to our boys over at Locked On Senators. They actually got the
GM. Perfect time to get the GM on the pod.
I know. Huh? They got the GM on the pod, and they asked him, "What's the update there on our 3 guys?" And he said they're all good to go. So
I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, how come we can't get Brad Living?" Seriously.
Even like the main radio stations in the city can't get.
We're not spitting chiclets. We can't get Brad Living.
Dude, I hosted Leafs lunch for 2 years. We had a grand total of 2 Maple Leafs in those 2 years. Never once got a management or a coach type. I think we got
we had Owen Tippett and Quinn Byfield.
How is Timo Meyer still out there? Like, what are people doing?
So I think, I like Timo Meyer with our next pick. And where do you think we go with the second pick? Do we go another D-man, or do we go and get the goalie just in case? Heiskanen off the board, McAvoy off the board. D-men are also going, but I think we can get it. There's enough D-men.
We've got a couple though. Yeah, like what are we picking next? 2 picks till I'll be so mad if Meyer doesn't make it to us. I'll be so upset.
OV is off the board. Somebody's gonna be looking at that average draft position.
Oh, I know.
Maybe we'll need to have a backup just in case.
Yeah.
Do we like a Dylan Larkin? I know he's a pure center.
I don't know.
What do we think about Sergachev?
No, I want to wait and see what happens there. Dougie
Hamilton.
Oh my goodness, we got one more pick. One more pick.
Canadian Ranger, if you do this to us,
you're dead to me.
He did not do it to us. We get Timo Meyer, buddy.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. That's a league winner.
Who are we thinking next?
Oh, you should have took the time. So we had 2 minutes to think about
Yeah,
it.
I should have. That was a rookie mistake on my part.
It's all good. I don't know if we need to quite get goalie because we have 4 guys that we like that probably will be there in the next go
I
round.
do too. So here's the best available: Brat, Jarvis, Riley. I think I also no, all of our guys on the queue are gone. Uyghur, Montour.
Nah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like guys closer to the top. Closer
So
to
we
the top.
thinking.
Like maybe do we really want to go back to back with Devils picks here with like Jesper Bratt? I don't know. Maybe this might be a play for Jarvis.
All right, I like it. New Jarvis guy. So
Okay.
I think he's have a good year for. Like. Look, he's whether he plays with Aho or whether he plays on his own line.
Well,
Right?
you also considered him on the last
Yeah,
go
I did.
around. So like to get him on, the next spot's not too bad. And look, I mean, he's a guy who last year, look at this, 67 points at what was he, 22 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, and they lost Teravainen, right? You mentioned Gensel's gone. Like there's a role for Seth Jarvis to really turn himself into a superstar. So yeah, I don't mind it. And he's a guy who can get physical and get you those hits.
And he's on their top power play unit. He's right now playing with
Oh,
Aho and Svechnikov.
looks like Gilmore Girl's not happy about our Seth Jarvis pick.
Damn it, Mike and Dave. Wow, he
And
started
can
with
you
you too. Yeah.
can you write back in the chat say I hear Marlowe's still available? Uh, love it. Love it, love it. Okay, I gotta go stir my pasta sauce.
All right, we got 14 picks, so I'll fill the time.
Fill time.
So, I mean, just looking at our draft board here, again, we have a bit of the flexibility. I'm waiting for a response. We have Yesser Brad is off the board. Robert Thomas, not a bad pick. Jonathan Marchessault. Ooh, where's Marchessault going to be playing on the Nashville power play this year? That's the big one. Like, you can't just go 5-on-5 with these. So Marchessault is on the top power play. Man, what a power play in Nashville. Forsberg, O'Reilly, Marchessault, Stamkos, and Yossi. Not too bad. Not too bad. So the response from Britt was, I couldn't find Clarkson in the list. It's pretty funny. Got a lot of laughs for the Marleau still available. We have Lafreniere is off the board. I was just telling the guys, Marchessault got picked. That's a scary power play for Nashville going into this year. O'Reilly, Forsberg, Stamkos, Marchessault, and Yossi. It's pretty gross for a power play.
We get a reaction to the Marlowe.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got because now you can in Yahoo you can respond with an emoji. So we had a laughing emoji from.
Nice.
So Brock Faber gone. Nick Suzuki off the board. So somebody wants to face off, wins for sure on that one.
Yeah, I like those picks. Not gonna lie, I do like those picks. All right, so what are we looking at next here?
We have Demko off the board.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. What do we got next though? We gotta decide what we want to do here.
I will make sure we don't go quick with the pick, so we have some time to think about.
Okay. Like, what do we need? What do we need? We need wingers.
So we have 2 D-men right now. We still have 4 more we have to pick. We also need to fill out our forwards a bit here, and we second goalie. I think goalie.
I think we could wait on a second goalie.
I think we can wait on a goalie. I think if we split a forward and a defenseman, maybe we go right wing. Because I think there are some decent left wingers, like Marchand's still there. Although he's out for a bit, right?
I don't know what his situation is.
Oh, well, let's see what Yahoo's has to say. Well, they only have question. He did play in the last preseason game. He had a bunch of surgeries in the offseason. So
yeah, it looks like he's good.
Yeah. So Marchand is off the board. So somebody was clearly sneaking into our feed here. John Carlson and Brandon Montour are off the board as well. I think we got to definitely go D-men. I think some of the D-men are starting to go. So we got Riley, Uyghur, Sergachev, Forsling, Eric Carlson, Devon Taves, Matthias Ekholm, Shea
So
Theodore.
I'm probably in more so the range, like way up. I mean, we're like probably either Mo, Uyghur, or Sergachev, like one of those three players, I would think.
Yeah, like Morgan Riley's gonna get you the power play points. He does throw the body a bit.
Is let me just double check to make sure that Uyghur's still on PP1 in Calgary. Yeah, he is. I think
So,
Uyghur makes a little bit more sense. Like as much as we love Mo, right? The Lockdown Leafs podcast, we love winning more. And I
yeah.
think Uyghur might give us a little bit of a better.
Mitchkov has gone.
Oh, that's early. Interesting. Was he
Interesting.
projected to score 31 goals? Wow.
That's what Yahoo has it as. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have some time here. So we have Uyghur. Who are we thinking with our second pick? Hold on, let me put Uyghur in our thing so we can. I'll go with best available. So other guys available: Barzal, Caulfield, Boldy, Sergachev,
He just got
DeBrinket.
hurt, didn't he? Didn't Boldy just get hurt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucas Raymond, Taves,
Mm,
Rupe Hintz. I like Rupe Hintz.
it's not a bad guy. Oh God.
Let
Okay,
me.
pick Uyghur. Take Uyghur. I mean, we could also take a centerman because, like, we got a bunch of those centermen that we could use on the wing. So it's not like we necessarily have to take
I
who else?
do.
Who
I
else?
do like. Pardon?
Like, you like him more than Barzell? Like, you like Barzell or Hintz better?
I'm more because at least Hintz gets you the face-offs. I don't know if Barzal will.
Barzell. Barzell's not playing down the middle anymore.
Barzal only had 49 face-off wins last year.
Oh man, gross.
So I think for this league, I like Hintz a little more.
Oh yeah, I guess he's on the wing now with Horvat. I don't like that then.
Unless we want a Shifley, he'll get you more face-off wins. He had 603 last year. I'm either Hintz or Shifley.
Hintz. Kairu.
Oh, that did not happen.
Who did we take? Okay, we went with Allmark.
We got Allmark.
All right, we got Allmark. Damn it. No.
I was just about to hit the draft button too.
When you put players on the queue, you do have to make sure that you have the guy you want at the top of the queue. So when that happens, you still get the guy you want.
I did have Allmark at the top. I made sure of that at least.
All right. Oh man, now we got to root for the Sens. Oh.
Well, you did say you liked Allmark this year.
Yeah. All right.
Barzal is off the board. I'm gonna put Hintz there. I still think we can get Hintz.
Probably. Like I also like Kairu. Like look what Kairu did last year.
31 goals, 36 assists. The plus minus was a little eh. It was a minus 12 last year, but I think St. Louis might be one of those teams that's a little better.
Shifley's an obvious choice here.
Frank,
at this point in the draft.
I like Shifley a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I would take a Shifley over a Kairu personally.
Okay.
Whether you like him more than Hintz.
Then what else do we got though?
Right,
like in terms of just in general.
So we've got. We still have. I still think we need. Well, we still need we have 3 defensemen we still have to grab.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate the possibility of taking a flyer on Sergey there.
Not at this point in the draft. I think yeah. Well, I'll throw him to the queue. So let me throw him a little higher up just in case. I'll put Hintz down here. I don't hate Sergachev just because I haven't looked.
He's on the first unit power play.
He is okay.
Yeah, I just checked.
He's paired with Valimaki, which is interesting.
So I mean, although check Morgan Riley quickly. I also think that like we could rack up assists with Mo. Like we got to get some assists. I think. Where are we at
Yeah,
for standings? Go to standings actually.
for standings.
Yeah, like beside players, teams, draft results, standings.
Oh, like our projected.
Yeah, projected standings. So like, what are we low in?
We are low in. Let's see. Plus minus, plus minus,
Okay,
plus minus, and apparently goals against average. No, average were pretty good. Shutouts, someone has higher. Canadian Rangers projected more shutouts, which okay.
doesn't bother me.
Yeah, looks like plus minus, which
Joseph
okay.
Wall off the board.
Joey Wall.
Assists.
No.
Are we good? Are we good on assists?
So assists, we are 455.
You can
Top.
sort it.
I think we could. I think we could use more assists.
You can sort by like click on the A. You could sort.
Yeah. So assists were. Yeah, I think we need assists.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's see how we're doing for goals.
Do you never go into this feature to see where you're at in the middle of a draft?
Once in a while I do.
You seem to be quite lost here.
Morgan Riley is off the board, by the way.
Okay.
So if we're looking at like top projected for assists among defensemen, Carlson, Werenski. I always have a trouble with him because of his injury past, but
I can't stay healthy. This guy.
he had 70. He played 70 games last year, which was good. He had not a bad year offensively. So where are we thinking?
Draft, jeez Louise. Okay.
Yeah, let me go
what's
with
the forwards? Yeah, what do we got for assists for forwards?
So for forwards, top for assists, we got Zuccarello, Granlund, Kadri, Shifley. Shifley does get a half decent amount of assists.
That's probably the guy we go with.
Yeah. And then defense, we still have to think of a. Do we want to go defenseman next?
I mean, we could. Yeah, I don't think there's like. Does anyone really do plus minus quickly? Sort plus minus.
Forsling, Ekholm, Taves, Hanfislam, Home, Ekblad, Carlo, Spurgeon. We just take Shifley. We accidentally auto draft someone we don't. Well, I mean, Shifley was at the top of our queue, anyways.
Sort by power play points.
So we've got Zuccarello, Bunting.
Bunting's projected to second most power play points. Interesting.
Matheson, Granlund, Batherson, Malkin.
Yeah, I'm not loving any of these guys here.
Kuzmenko.
Honestly, Sergachev might be the guy. Go to the defenseman. Let's see who the top defensemen are again.
We have Sergachev, Forsling, Carlson, Taves, Ekholm, Theodore, and Hanifin.
Are you a believer in Forsling?
I don't know. Not this year, I don't think.
No. Let's go.
I prefer Sergachev.
Let's go Sergachev. Let's do it.
Like, you have to also remember, Sergachev was hurt last year. I think he's
played behind, Hedman, and he's played behind. Like now, he's the guy. So yeah. I think that that should allow him to pick up some more statistics, I guess.
So let's see how much we've changed. We are now projected second in assists. We are middle of the pack with goals. Plus minus, we are now. That's probably one stat maybe. You look at a little more plus minus.
Yeah, well, that was what Forsling. I think Forsling led the league in plus minus last year.
Yeah. So Jordan Kyrou is off the board. Slavkovsky off the board. Erik Karlsson off the board. Thank you, Britt, for the puke reaction to Slavkovsky getting selected because we can't like a Hab getting picked.
Dog, we have Linus Ullmark as our goalie. Who is the player you just mentioned?
Who did I just that got picked or that we could look into?
Oh no, I wanted to check and see Florida Panthers. Wanted to see if Forsling, what his situation was. He's not on the power play at all. They got Adam Boquist on the first unit power play.
Gross.
I don't hate it, to be honest with you. Anyways, besides the point. Yeah, I can't go with a defenseman that's not on the power play.
Yeah, that that's why I used to love Shea Theodore, but then they brought in Pietrangelo, then they brought in Hannafin. It's like,
Yeah,
dog.
it's not a lot of space for him.
So right now
Do we
it's
even need it?
Hannafin as
Oh, we don't
PP
even need a
one.
D-man though. We don't really need one.
No, probably not. I think we do need to round out right wing a bit.
Yeah.
Who are the top right wingers that are? I mean, oh,
Not any of those guys. Not any of those dudes.
I was looking at plus minus what they were doing.
No, I know, but we'll focus on,
Marty
score.
Nijkash, not don't hate him. I just wish he played center, but they have him on the wing.
Yeah.
Jake DeBrusk could have a big year playing with PD.
True. Very true.
I'm gonna throw him in the queue just in case.
He is on the first unit power play.
Yeah,
DeBrusque.
Brian Rust. I do like Rust.
Ooh, I've always liked Brian Rust. What's his he'll get you shots.
He doesn't put a lot of hits, but he's stable, especially if he's playing with Crosby. Which is he? No. Oh, he is playing with Crosby right now.
Yeah.
I like Rust. I think he'd be a good pick for one of our right wing spots.
Sort by rank.
Yeah, he's ranked right now as the top right winger available.
Mm-hmm.
No, we are not going to look at Mark Stone because he is just going to magically disappear for half the year.
How do you? No, he doesn't get enough peripherals to justify taking me.
Nikash gone. Brock Nelson gone. Vince Dunn, who I used to really like.
Mm-hmm. Gone. Claude Giroux. All right. What is this?
We had a Closet Sense fan picking right now.
2012 Claude Giroux in 2024. What? Yeah, I probably would lean Rust.
Okay, with one pick. In case he's not gone, I don't hate DeBrusk.
Is Batherson? Are we overlooking Batherson though?
Are we? Well, let's see what the sense.
Like I know we try not to love like we just like have.
He is on the top. He is on the top power play unit, and he's playing second line with Josh Norris and David Perron.
His peripherals. What were his peripherals last year?
98 hits, which isn't bad for.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, one of our guys could get picked too, and we have to have it back. I mean, we could go with both. Just go with the.
And there goes Batherson.
All right. Well, I think that just.
Right.
So we've got Russ with one pick. Who are we thinking with our second pick? I'll put up the all forwards or the all draft ranking.
Yeah.
Do you like Hronek, or do you feel like now he's
not even on the first power play unit?
It's really too bad. Doubt he would have been picked earlier if he didn't get hurt. We know.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I'm just not loving a lot of these guys at this point in the draft. Is anyone sticking out to you here?
Not like Pavel Vucinovic isn't bad, but I'm not loving him.
Like you've probably gone too far at this point. Like there's so many more guys up at the top, right? All right, let's grab Rust.
Do you like Kadri? But maybe too early for him?
No, not particularly. I mean, do we want to just? Gosh.
If we're getting a defenseman, I would go Hannafin because at least he's on the top power play unit for the Golden Knights.
Okay. Who else is in that? Keep going.
Brent Burns, Ekblad, Matheson, Letang, which I don't like Letang. Do you like Letang?
No, I was looking at Jake Sanderson though. I don't know.
If I'm going defenseman, I personally am thinking Hannafin though.
Okay, so would you rather Hannafin or DeBrusk?
I would go. Let's go. Oh no, let's go with Hannafin.
Okay, take him.
I think people are going to overlook DeBrusque a little bit, and he will drop a bit.
Okay. Yeah, alrighty.
He's not ranked as high as Hannafin was, so I
I
think
think
people are not.
we could use another center too, by the way.
We do need to get some face-off wins, I think. Let's see where we're at with that. Yeah, we're not off by much.
It's not necessarily face-off wins, but like I do believe that a couple of those wingers will probably use or centermen will use in the winger hole.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Kachuk, Tage, Pedersen, probably all end up. We could put them on the wing. You know what I mean? So I think we're pretty good there.
Let's see what the centerman position is like.
Yeah.
Tomat, where's Hurdle playing in Vegas right now? He's definitely behind. He's definitely behind Eichel, right?
Well, yeah. So
oh, he's third line technically. Wow.
They roll lines there. Who knows where that ends up?
Jared McCann. What do you think? What are your impressions on Jared McCann?
Man, Maple Leaf legend Jared McCann.
Mm.
Who else? Let's see. Keep rolling.
Bushnevich, Kadri, Duchesne, Sagan, Will Bill, Logan Cooley, Celebrini, Sharagovich. I don't hate Sharangovich, but if we're looking for
Kopi,
I do like Kopi. He had a good year last year.
If we need face-offs.
If we need face-offs, and he's going to put up points. Let's see. And not a fan of Velarde. Fantilli, Boone Jenner. If we need the peripherals.
I don't hate Fantilli either, by the way.
I don't either. I think he's a good he's going to be a big part of Columbus this year. He's right now he's second line with Van Riemsdyk and Shinnikov.
Yeah. I mean, I could see like Kent Johnson moving up a little bit, and I could see him getting some opportunity.
And Fantilli is on the top power play in Columbus.
Yeah.
I'll throw Fantilli in our queue as well. I used to really like Nick Schmaltz, and then he always got hurt.
Yeah.
So I usually stay away. Logan Stankoven.
Are you a believer in the Hubie bounce back at some point, or what?
Man, I've been hoping for the Hubie bounce back in a few years, and it just hasn't happened. Rasmus Anderson has been gone. Shea Theodore, Kachekov. Who just went? Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who I know you liked a lot.
Mm-hmm. See, Brent that would have been we could have saved and gone Ukko-Pekka.
I know, it was my bad. Late. Owen Power. Gone. I don't like Owen Power. I think that's a little early for him. See, I told you DeBrusque was still going to be available. I even think we can wait more on DeBrusque. Grab ourselves a Kopi.
Yeah, possibly. What else we got? No one there really screaming out to me. No. I guess we are getting at the point in the draft where it's like, oh, there's not a lot there. No one terrific still out there.
Not really. Now we're getting into like the weeds. Like, do you like Braden Shen?
No. No.
Right? Like,
I will tell you who I'm hoping last to the final pick, Jeremy Lauzon.
Oh, yeah?
If we can get Jeremy, sort by hits.
Oh, yeah. If you want hits. Or is he...
Did someone already take him?
Let me see. Oh, no, sorry. We're in set. Hold on. All players.
I was going to say, I was like, what?
We still got him.
347 hits. He doesn't really get anything else, though. I'd
rather get a Jeannot if that's the case.
I think you want to waste a hits, like
if I'm getting a hit
forward. Don't you? Like my strategy is usually to use it on a defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
But
hey, we can always get Simon
Benoit.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Wilson does both.
He does.
Tom Wilson actually is a low-key, unreal categories player.
Anze Kopitar just got picked.
I don't hate Tom Wilson, by the way.
Okay, but where are we thinking?
I mean, I do hate Tom Wilson, but
We thinking Jake DeBrusk now? You think now's the time?
possibly. Keep scrolling a little bit. See who else is around. There's our boy Lawson.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Do we like Chikrin? I
no,
don't,
not
because
really.
Carlson's still the guy there. We can.
I do like Bushnevich a little bit. Yeah, probably. I mean, probably maybe even Fantilli, DeBrusque.
We'll take DeBrusk, and then we can take Fantilli. That gives us our center. Let me see who else we have as center that we can look at. Hurdle will at least get the face-off wins. He's really good with that. I mean, Fantilli probably can too.
The thing is, I'm not worried about face-off wins because a lot of our wingers will
Yeah,
also get
true.
face-off wins. Like, I'm not worried about that. I'm more so worried about points.
I think Fantilli will have a good year.
Yeah, like Fantilli or Bushnevich.
I lean towards Fantilli.
Okay.
All right, locking it in. Now he is going to be on our bench because he's a center.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And also, screw you, Canadian Ranger, for taking on Zay Kopitar because
I screwed up our entire strategy. We were gonna go Kobe, DeBrusque, bang bang.
that would have
happened. Who's out there for goalie? Like, we need a third goalie. Could have went goalie too. Jay Ben's actually still around.
Yeah, hold on, let me throw him back up in the queue.
Yeah, I'd put Jay Ben's in that area.
Connor Ingram, Tristan Jari. Jari's getting. Is he? Like, am I missing something on Jari? Just I know he's not great, but
Yeah.
Philip Gus. What's going on with Mini with their goalies?
They're just rolling with 3 goalies.
That's so weird.
I don't know. I think Bennington's the pick. If Bennington's there, I think he's our next pick.
Okay, so Bennington, and then where are we thinking after that? I think, how are we looking for D-man? I think we're pretty good for D-man. We just need one more.
Yeah, probably a winger of some kind.
Let's see here. We need more of left, or I mean, it doesn't really matter. We have a lot of dual, but maybe just for we kind of have both available. Let's just go all available. See,
yeah.
Ehlers. So Doughty, someone took Doughty, hoping that the injury will be. Look, you put him on. You put him on IR. There is IR as. I mean, I would hope that there's an IR position. Like,
if we're thinking IR, I mean, does Luke Hughes come into the conversation? I don't know. I still think Dougie's, I guess, like kind of their main guy when it comes to offense from the back end. So maybe not Luke Hughes. Who else is available?
Let's see. Coleman, Chikrin, Hurdle. I'm looking at. We could still get Bushnevich. I know you were high on him.
Let's put him on the queue. We could put McCann in the queue at this point too, I think.
He'll get some goals. Paterka, they like him in Buffalo. I just don't know if I like him in fantasy.
Yeah, it just doesn't give you much else, you know.
If you're looking also for a defense that gets hits, Pionk.
Yeah, Pionk ain't bad. He can get you points too. Like, he's not terrible. I think we could consider a Pionk. Toss him up into the.
He is in the queue.
Into the queue, yeah.
So we might be doing a St. Louis back-to-back if that happens.
Maybe, possibly. Wow, Joey Decord goes off.
Some people are high on Joey Decord, but I don't know.
Before Bennington?
Over Bennington, no. I would not take him over Bennington for sure.
What are we doing? Ooh, OEL. OEL? Huh? Does OEL?
Do we bet on one of our predictions that OEL might get some PP one time?
Not this early in the draft.
No, not this early. Definitely not. How many people might think Gustav Nyquist can sustain what he did last year and pick him and ultimately regret it?
Yeah, not me. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want any part of that. Tom Wilson, put him in the queue.
I missed him tonight. There he is. Malkin? Do we put Malkin in the queue just in case?
I mean, I guess you could put him in the queue. I don't know how much I love him at this point in his career. We got seven till our pick. Ooh, Jacob Trouba.
He's a pissed off Jacob Trooper too. He's just gonna go around.
Yeah, hits. I mean, we're talking hits, and doesn't get you a lot on like power play points, I guess. But
Well, he doesn't play power play. That's why.
I know. I'd say he doesn't get you anything offensively. Does he get you enough hits though to even consider him?
I think there's a lot of other defensemen I'll go ahead of.
Yeah,
Trouba for that reason. Eric Cousins signed in Detroit this year. Yeah, but he's not gonna.
nah, he's not gonna do anything. Plus, we already have Mo Sider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not loving what we're getting down to here. Down into the nitty gritty.
Yeah. Forget Tarasenko's on Detroit.
Dylan Strome.
I throw Dylan Strome. I throw him up there.
Yeah, possibly a Dylan Strome.
I mean,
Jake Neighbors. Oh, we could put Jake Neighbors in the queue, actually. I like Jake Neighbors.
He'll get goals. 27 goals last year.
Yeah.
Doesn't put up a lot of assists, interesting enough, but he does score. Goal scoring is usually pretty good to have. Jared McCann off the board. Brady Shea. Jordan Binnington's now off the board.
Oh, dang.
Let's look back at the goalie queue, see what we got. Go up to the top.
Jeez. Yeah, it's not sexy. Not sexy.
No.
Like any of those really deep that you're getting to, not even.
Ugh, this game shudders now.
Yeah, don't even keep scrolling. There's no point. We're not going that low.
No.
We're probably looking at either Aiden Hill, Kemper, maybe Connor Ingram.
I like Ingram,
but I don't think we need to take Ingram now. Is the thing. Now there goes Bushnevich. Dang, all of our guys going off the board.
So, do we go with someone like a Jake Neighbors? We are picking next, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
Ehlers is there too.
Yeah. Who else? Keep going. Put him in the queue though.
Let me put Ehlers at the top of the queue, just in case. Neighbors up there as well. Luke Hughes, we could take a flyer.
I just
don't know if he's going to get enough power play time to really.
Yeah, like with Dougie Hamilton around, I don't know either. We could start to look at Nas now. No, at this point in the draft.
Yeah, he's probably the best center available. Going to be playing on the top power play.
Yeah, let's go Nas.
Nas, welcome to the Dream Team.
Nazim the Dream. Welcome to the team. We could probably go. You know who okay, click on Ehlers for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now click on Tom Wilson.
Where is Wilson? Is he gone?
Did he get taken, or did you not put him in the queue?
He did he got taken by Canadian Ranger.
Canadian Ranger keeps taking all our guys. Stay away. Jeez Louise. All right. Neil Pionk?
I don't hate Neil Pionk. Ground out our demon.
Yeah, let's do that. Gets us hits.
I like Neil Pionk. Play on the second unit is second pairing.
Yep. Yep.
He'll play a lot. Okay.
Don't
so
forget hits count as a stat. I know. That's why we selected Neil Pionk.
Teravainen picked.
Where are we on hits? Like, is that
Hits. We're number one.
all right? So we don't need hits.
We're number one, boys.
Where are we in face-offs?
Face-offs, we are second.
Beauty, shots. Just go down the row here.
Shots, we are number one.
Yeah.
Shorthanded points, we
Wait,
are
shorthanded points is a category? Jeez, I
We're-
didn't even know that.
third. I mean, we're
Okay.
third in that, so we're not far off.
Power play points?
Power play points, I think, is something we could
Okay,
look
so we
into.
could use a power play points.
And plus minus.
Okay, so power play points and plus minus don't always go together. So that's what we need. We need power play points and plus minus. That's kind of where our
Yeah.
okay. So let's go to players.
So let's
Sort
look at
by
power play points.
yeah.
Michael Bunting always comes back to him.
Why did they like Pittsburgh had I think they were a 12.5% power play last year.
Oh, it was terrible.
You would expect for that to improve, obviously. Is he playing on a line with Crosby though? Like why is he
No,
projected
he is with Malkin and Ricard Raquel right now.
how is he projected to have 66 points then? I don't quite get that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Anyway, okay, let's continue to look at this.
Bjorkstrand's not a bad pick if you're looking for power play points. I think he's still PP1 in Seattle.
Can double check for you.
I'm looking right now. No, he is not.
Mm.
I don't even think he is on the second power play unit on the point. Yeah, that makes sense. Tolvanen will get more looks.
Yeah, I don't love that. Don't love that idea then. Kuzmenko.
Don't hate. Is Kuzmenko on the top power?
Well, Kuzmenko played a lot better when he ended up getting traded. Like the back half of his season was a lot better once he
I do like Kuzmenko. I think he's getting underrated by a lot of teams.
He's playing on the top line. He's on the top power play unit. Yeah, I think Kuzmenko, like, I'm pretty sure. Let me just look at his split.
Only thing I worry about is the plus minus because Calgary could be really bad, but
yeah.
He could be
14 goals, 25 points in 29 games in Calgary last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a -8, which isn't good, but
this is also why I like a Dylan Strome. He is on the first power play unit in Washington. I just don't know how many of those points are going to come his way. Jack Quinn.
I'd rather Kuzmenko.
Okay, Leo Carlson, Joel Farabee. I don't know why someone would pick Leo Carlson. I don't trust Anaheim and what they did with him last year. Jake McCabe.
Oh, hits, baby. Someone looking for them hits. Show me them hitties.
So if we go Kuzmenko, who are we thinking after that?
I think we do still need to get a third goalie. Could we go Ingram?
We've got, let's see here, Hill, Kemper, Ingram.
Are we a believer in Aiden Hill?
If he's healthy, I think he plays the most.
I mean, he's better than Ilya Samsonov.
Yeah. I think I can live with Aiden Hill as our third goalie.
Either that, or do you believe Kemper can have a bounce back?
I mean, in LA, I'm sure he'll do better. Like they have I think he also got a shut. I mean, against the Ducks, albeit, but he did get a shutout in preseason.
What are the categories we have again?
For goalies, it's wins,
goals against, average,
save percentage, and shutouts.
So for goals against average and save percentage, it you don't need a lot of starters for that.
No.
It's like, do we even need a third goalie, or would we be better off getting an extra position player that you can filter in on a nightly basis?
Yeah. And then let's say we find we need a goalie badly, we can just pick one up and drop a player.
Yeah, like there's enough guys there, so I think we're good. Because Manko we could take. Hold on,
Yep. I learned my lesson from last time.
let's figure out what else we want to do. We could use another defenseman, I think.
Yeah, it'd be our bench defenseman right now.
Yeah, power play. Do we want a power play?
I don't know what Fowler situation is going to be. This could be our big play with OEL. But that's asking for a hope and a prayer. Brand Clark, like
That's
who's taking over for LA on
Delhi.
for
It's a good
Doughty?
question. Let me see what
I'm looking at it right now. It is Clark.
is it. Brant Clark taking over?
Yeah,
Uh
I'll take Kuzmenko.
yeah, Goku's Manko and
My opinion, it's either Clark or
Ekblad just makes more sense though, doesn't he?
well, if just even just general, just to give you everything.
Like, I just don't expect Adam Boqvist to hang on to the top power. Like, I don't know if that guy's gonna play every night.
Yeah,
Like, Ekblad might end up being. Let's go, Ekblad.
don't hate it. All right, we have two bench spots plus.
I'm gonna go do another stir of the sauce again.
Go stir the sauce. How many picks do we have left to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks left in this draft. It's been a lengthy one, I know, but I mean, these drafts do take a while, especially because we're filling out a pretty much a full team, right? For full NHL roster at this rate. Alrighty.
God, Dave, that's gonna be good. I started cooking that thing at 6 o'clock. Should be done around 9. Probably eat around 20 after. That's an over 3 hours.
We did homemade sauce this year. I got a mother load of sauce.
Yeah, I used the passata and then made the whole sauce, the whole kit caboodle.
So
All right,
I believe we have 5 picks left.
yo, I don't. Can we put Nick Schmaltz as a Q guy? Because I think we're at a point where Nick Schmaltz does make a little bit of sense.
We've got Neighbors, Strom, and Schmaltz in the queue currently.
Okay.
Monahan. Do we think last year was
I just don't know. Like, we already have Fantilli. I don't think it would make sense to have both.
True. Let's see.
Nyquist. I mean, where's Nyquist at now? I mean, they added Marcia, so they're just Nashville added so much. I just
Nyquist is still on the top line apparently.
yeah, dude.
With
Tommy Novak gets to play with Stammer and Jonathan Marchessault this year.
But Nyquist is not on power play 1.
No.
And like last year, he had 24 points on the power play.
Yeah, so probably not gonna do it. Oh, there goes
Dylan Strome is off the board. Matt Roy. Leaf target gone. Eli Tolvanen, don't hate that pick if he's
Nick Ehlers off the board as well.
Yeah. We still got Neighbors, still got Schmaltz.
Do we Hubie doobie doo?
do we take the
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on there. Ooh. Yeah, like that's an interesting name, isn't it? Johnny Drouin. Click on him.
Right now he's
on the top line with McKinnon and Rantanen.
Yep, and he's still on that top power play. I like him.
Click on him though.
Half decent power play. No.
Yeah.
Line off the board. They better hope that diagnosis is what's going to end up being.
Yeah.
Justin Falk.
Ooh, what
Gone.
about a Taylor Hall?
Again, if he's healthy, I like Taylor Hall.
Oh, I kind of do too.
He was
I mean, him and Bedsy together, like, kind of like Taylor Hall.
throw him in there. Throw him up. Let's see. Oliel is still kicking around. I don't hate Anthony Duclair.
I would hope not. What the hell did Anthony Duclair do to you?
No, as a player, I don't hate him.
Nikita Grabankin off the board. Oh wow, that's a selection. I guess we're getting to that point in the draft, eh?
Fun pick. That's not fun. That's a what? What?
Hey, what else we got? Yeah, real nitty gritty at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Matty Berniers.
He just got a pretty nice deal. Ooh, Max Domi off the board.
He did get a nice deal. Max Nikita Grabankin went off the board before Max Domi. Think about that.
I do like Beniers.
Actually, Bernier, I think Berniers might be my number one at this point.
Yeah. Well, we're picking right now. Ulrich Larson.
No, I was gonna say that's our fun pick. Oh man, that would have been our fun pick.
Damn it!
Do we gotta take Pontus Holmberg now? Like,
do we have a Leaf on our team? We have to at least get one Leaf. No.
Oh, we do need to get at least one. Well, who else is there?
Oh.
Do we take Pacioretty?
Oh God.
Who's left? Like, I'm trying to think who's still around. Like
Nicky Bobby.
Do we go Nicky Bobby?
Well, I think we go Beniers, and then I think Nick Robinson. We can even wait.
Take it with our last pick. How many more picks do we have? Let's take Beniers. Let's get Beniers on board.
I think 4 picks left. I think it's too early. I would go with a Taylor Hall.
Okay, let's go Taylor Hall, and then we can take Nicky Bobby with our last pick.
Let me just get him in there. Yeah, because like I can't really think.
Go to draft results. Positions drafted grid.
Do you want to see ours here?
Yeah, where are we at? There we are.
We need right wingers, I think. Is Robertson a right winger? He's a left winger. Of course he is. But we have guys who are dual position. I'm not worried.
Yeah, like a lot of our left wingers and right wingers, or left wingers and centers, also play on the right side too.
Yeah, Jeremy Lazon gone.
See, that's a smart pick to get Jeremy Lazon that late. Very smart pick to have on your bench.
Dylan Cousins gone. Gustav Nyquist is also gone.
That's
so,
correct.
So, like, yeah, I think we can use a couple of wingers to round out the team. We do have enough center, I think. I don't think we need any more centers.
No, so we got Berniers, Kadri. Well, like I think we're gonna look at the wingers that we have right now. Like our right wingers are centermen. Like we already have, I think Kachuk.
Like Russ is our only pure right winger.
Like like we could put Kuzmenko at right wing. We could put scroll back up. Yeah, like Meyer, like any of those guys can play right wing. Yeah. So it's not like we're lacking. We got some centermen who can play both wing positions.
And you still got your boy Nick Schmaltz available.
Do we take Bunts? Is that the fun pick? Do we get to take Michael Bunting?
It's just Michael Bunting has been staring at us this entire draft.
Is that the fun pick though? Like that might be our fun pick. It might be. Michael Bunting, come back home. You could be a champion with us.
I'd rather pick a Michael Bunting, obviously, over a Nick Robertson because at least Bunting's playing in the top 6.
Put him in the queue.
Palmieri's gone. Schmaltz
Schmaltzy
gone.
gone.
Damn it. Damn it, badminton. I know what he's trying. Badminton. Yeah. Marcus Pedersen gone. Chris Tanev gone.
See, if there was blocks.
If there was blocks, Chris Tanev would have been gone a long time ago.
We would have took him long ago.
Logan Thompson gone. I like Bunting as a pick. One of the picks. Still got, and Jake Neighbors is still there. I think we go, if we can do it, Neighbors and Bunting.
I don't know if I'd rather Neighbors. I feel like there's someone else I'd prefer over Neighbors. Sort by hits again.
Players by hits?
Yeah.
Garnet Hathaway. Pospisil.
Is Pospisil hurt?
They say he is. He is lower body.
I don't hate Pospisil.
He's going to hit a lot.
Like, yeah, like he hits, but he also gives you a chance for offense too. Like he had 24 points last year as a rookie.
He had 24, yeah.
Is he playing on the second unit at all? Although we already have like Kuzmenko. We have so many Calgary Flames players. He's currently he's skating on a line with Mantha and Huberdeau, so like there's a chance for him to score.
And he's center too.
Offense.
We have 2 picks until our pick. Luke Hughes taken. Paterka gone.
Hughes could have been someone we thought about. I mean, Martin Pospisil, the thing is, yeah, like he's going to get his face-off wins too. So shots, face-offs, and hits. It's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all.
So we take
Jacki?
Is he in the game?
What are you thinking?
What about Zadorov?
Boston Bruin, Nikita Zadorov.
Top line with Charlie McAvoy.
How long is that going to last?
Not sure.
So you want to go Zadorov?
If we're gonna go with an extra D man, I think Zadorov is the guy I'm thinking of. But yeah,
I don't know. Like Pospisil is pretty good at everything, and we could put him like we could start him off on the IR, I guess.
I'm take Pospisil. Like, do you like the mellow more?
We already have 7D. Why do we need another D?
So we don't need. Okay, so we'll go. Who are you thinking then?
At this point, we can go whoever because we took Pospisil for hits.
Do you want to take Neighbors? You want to take Robertson, or do you want to take Bunt?
Last pick?
No, second last pick.
Okay, let's take Bunts, and then let's come back with Nicky Bobby. Bang. Michael Bunting. Super fun pick. And then we'll come back. We'll get Nicky Bobby, and we'll call her a day. I'll be so upset if someone takes Nick Robertson.
What? Yeah. Well, I know Canadian Ranger ain't taking Nicky Bobby. I'll tell you that.
No, he ain't. He ain't doing that.
Although he's just probably like, I know the boys will want Nick Robertson. I'm gonna take him and try to trade him.
Well, because I think we technically made that joke last year about Justin Hall. So then someone actually did take Justin Hall.
Yeah, someone did take Justin Hall. I laughed so hard when that happened.
That's so funny that someone took Nikita Grabankin. Although I will say this, Grabankin, rave reviews from the coach today. I don't know if you saw. I mean, we're going to talk about it on the Thursday episode of Locked On Leafs. So if you haven't yet listened to that, we are going to break down what was said at practice yesterday. And I got to say, man, Grabankin turned heads. He might not make the team. I don't believe he's going to make the team. But he turned heads, and I think he's first man up. First man up for the Marlies.
Which says something about him, for sure.
Oh yeah, like Berube loves the way, and he said that he's a really funny guy too, which is hilarious because there's something about these Russians because I think I like Ilya Mikheyev was a good locker room guy too. I really loved Mikheyev, and even Kuzmenko. Like it didn't go well towards the end in Vancouver, but like he's a really good guy, like a really lovable character. And his rookie season, he's so good with the media. He's funny. Something about these Russians, they got some characters, you know. Ovi's always been a funny guy too.
Yep. Oh yeah, Ovi. Sam Bennett off the board. Thomas Tatar, Andrews Lee, Darnell Nurse, Colton Pareko,
Who's
Wilson.
the who's the should we okay, hold on. Nicky Bobby or Ryan Reeves?
Oh man, if we took Reeves, I think people would howl.
Let's take Ryan Reeves. Like specifically like me taking Revo. That's the Lulz pick.
Boone Jenner, Tyler Sagan, Charlie Coyle.
Ryan Reeves going in the same round as Tyler Sagan. Who'd have thought it? What year is this?
Definitely not 2009 or 20,000. Sorry, 2010.
So
Was
how
he
you feel?
older than-
How you feel about the draft? No, I think he was 2010.
Was it Hamilton first, then Sagan? Or is it the other way around? He
Oh,
was
that one. He was
2010.
Taylor Hall's draft.
Yeah, it was 2010.
Yeah, 2010.
All right, boy.
Casey Middlesett's a really nice pick at the end there.
Oh,
we
I didn't even.
gotta go Ryan Reeves, brother.
Revo.
Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad, Revo. You might not make the actual Maple Leafs team, but you're gonna make our team. Congratulations on being drafted, Ryan Reeves. Congratulations.
We have Caden Gooley pick.
All right. That's the
Someone's
group.
hold on, someone's typing. Let's see. Or this
Oh,
might just been. Oh, good luck, everyone. No, you guys are the ones that are going to need the good luck.
yes. Yeah. We're defending our championship. We're going to be defending our title. Let's take a look at the team. Take a look at so once you get out, go back and we can view the team and actually put it to
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I wonder how we got for a draft grade. They do that for hockey, right? The draft grades?
Yeah, usually
Within a couple of minutes of the draft, they usually send them out.
Yeah. All right. So I got the team here. Let's throw it up.
All right.
Oh, wrong tab. 1 second here. I saw the draft tab open. All right. The champs. Because, first place last year.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
The champions.
That draft is so long, you just forget that we had the first overall pick with McDavid.
That was an hour and a half long draft, but it was fun. All right, let's set this lineup the way that we believe it should be set. So Brady probably is a left winger, so we can do that. Tage right winger, and then Pospisil on the bench.
Yeah, we'll take
Sure.
Meyer.
Oh, out doesn't count as IR. Okay, interesting. Forgot about that. Yeah, and then just put the couple of centermen.
All right, so for centermen, we've got Shifley, Fantilli, Kadri, and Beniers.
We'll start with Shifley and Kadri.
Boom. Left wing, we got Kachuk, DeBrusk, Kuzmenko, Hall. I think we can move. There's probably some guys on the bench we can move up if we need.
Well, we definitely need to get Reeves out of the starting line.
Yeah, let's get Ryan Reeves out of there for a second.
Yeah. It's not a bad looking squad. Dave. Let's start from the top. And then we'll just go down. So our 4 centermen, we've got Connor McDavid, Mark Scheifele, Elias Pettersson, and Nazem the Dream Kadri. At left wing, we've got Brady Tkachuk, Jake DeBrusk, Andrei Kuzmenko, and Taylor Hall. At right wing, we've got Seth Jarvis, Tage Thompson, Timo Meyer, and Brian Rust. On defense, we've got Rasmus Dahlin, Mo Sider, Mackenzie Weegar, Mikhail Sergachev, Noah Hannafin, and Neil Pionk. And our bench spots, we've got Adam Fantilli, Aaron Ekblad, Matty Beniers, Michael Bunting, Martin Pospisil, and Ryan Reeves. Big Bad Revo. And for goalies, we've got Sergei Bobrovsky and Linus Ullmark. Not too shabby, Dave.
Not too shabby. I like it.
I think we did well. I think we did well. All right, buddy. That's an hour and a half in the books. Really fun draft. Hopefully, if anyone's watching this to the very end, hopefully you enjoyed the commentary. I don't know if we'll do this again, but we thought, why not? We're going to be drafting. We might as well just hit record and kind of see how it goes. At least, maybe the guys and gals who are in the draft can have a good laugh at us chirping some of their picks.
Yeah, and Canadian Ranger thinking he's in our side of our heads now. Just a little bit.
Like, I think 3 times he sniped us. Just 3
Kopitar
times.
for sure was one of them.
Kopi was one, and there was another guy as well. I remember he sniped just before we were getting ready to pick him. But hey, that's the draft. That's the draft process. Lots of fun. If you haven't watched today's regularly scheduled Locked On Leafs podcast, it obviously is going to also be available, and we'll have another one tomorrow as well on Friday. And we're not too far off, buddy. Within a week from today, we'll be ready to break down the first game of the season. So I'm excited, man. We've got the fantasy draft in the books. Good luck to everyone who was in the draft. And you're going to need it because the champs are here and we're ready to defend. That's going to do it for us here on the Locked On Leafs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. It's your team every day.